Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of BattleTech Advanced 3062 as we continue the campaigns of Bubba's Boys. And last time, we got 3 more parts to a Quickdraw, which we think we're actually going to be able to build into Quickdraw. Oh, and we won the Tournament of Champions. Hello, Swiss BTA. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Hopefully, we're all enjoying ourselves on this lovely, lazy Saturday. Although, it's not going to be so lazy for me. I actually have to go out and do things after this. Good. More level ups. That's what he's talking to me about. Check the mech bay, because I think we might have a quick draw. Hey, we do. We can build a 4G and nothing else. We also have parts for a 5A, but not enough to construct it. But remove the LRM-10, 2 additional medium lasers. Ooh. Oh, that's so tempting. God, that's tempting. 4 energy weapons. I suppose I can put it on MRMs, so I'll go... Oh, I really want this. But it only has normal heat sinks, so you know what? I don't think it can handle the 4 additionals. So we will construct ourselves a brand new Quickdraw 4G.
Ready to fight, Commander.
Alright, that brings us up to our 3rd 60-ton mech, which is nice. So I will repair the Ostrock. It needs a single day of patchwork. And it's time to put the silver bullets into storage for now, so that we can free up some more base space. 4G is meh. The 4G is meh. The reason why I'm not waiting for the 5A is because we'll see you guys later. All right, see you around. Thanks for stopping us, Swiss. The reason why I'm not going for the 5A is because in this mod, unless you find it in a store, as far as I can tell, you can't get double heatsink kits unless they come with the mech. So the additional 2 energy hardpoints is not actually all that helpful if you can't handle the heat. So instead you go with a more missile hardpoints and you lean a little bit more into that. That's the theory anyway. Really, it'll probably just end up being a super griffin at this point. So we'll take a look at it. But we're definitely going to rip out its LRM because its LRM's pointless. Goodbye with that. Instead, ooh, we'll definitely have enough room. Okay, pull that out. Pull that out. And if we then go to systems, weapons, missiles, scroll down to SRMs, SRM6, SRM6, gives me enough for more tonnage. Or I could go with an MRM 30, weighs 10 tons. It's a little bit much if I want to keep the jump jets on, and I kind of do. So I'm going to need an additional ton of ammunition in order to keep this running. Also going to move my heat sinks and jump jets around a bit. Put that there, that there. That way the heavy jump jet is no longer taking up all of the room. And then I can put in the ammo SRM down here. And that extra ton of ammunition for the SRMs that we're going to need. In fact, we'll go with Infernos, because why not? How busted up is your pilot? I think your pilot is doing just fine. I think. I have no reason to believe otherwise. Let's go check out what other equipment I can throw onto him. The Guardian ECM is tempting, but I kind of just want to throw on more armor. Because that might be the way to go. It'll be weird when I go back to catch up with the reliable still being fielded. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, armor. Armor is always a nice safe bet to go with. Because in general, everybody needs it. How much your heat efficiency? It's gone down to 39 for 68. Oh god. That's just too toasty to work with, isn't it? The 4 medium lasers in the SRM-6 really do not combine well. You want to name this mech Moonshine? So. But yeah, Pyro is the 2nd person to redeem a mech name by. So thank you very much, Pyro. Do very appreciate it when you spend the CBs. You put Inferno SRM? Yeah, intentionally. This one? Alright, this is the Moonshine. As named by the Pyro Knight. He loves Quickdraw. Oh, really? It's a little bit too toasty right now. That's my problem with it. And I think the jump jets are not really providing me a huge boon on this. Not for 5 tons. If we rip all of these out, gives me 6 tons to play with. I'd love to armor it up. What I could do is try and go to pulse lasers, but that would just ruin the heat problem even more. Oh, binary lasers, man. Oh, binary lasers. No, they're terrible. If you're going to do binary lasers, you may as well do a PPC with plus damage. Or snubs. Ooh, snubs. I like that plan. I like that plan a lot, actually. Show me how much space I have just to play with. About 18 tons. 2 snub-nosed PPCs puts me at a heat of 70 for 39. And then we throw in, do I have a exchanger at all? Doesn't look like it. But that's okay. Throw in 6 more tons of heat sinks. God, I wish I had double heatsink kits. But they are so rare in this mod. At least at the point that we're playing it. That puts me at a heat sinking of 57 for 70. E-cooling +2? Yes, very good point. Very good point. Instead of taking up the critical slots, instead we take advantage of our internal space. So that'll get us up to a 57 of 70, which means we're building 13 at a time, which is manageable. It's obviously less than ideal. I'd love to have a support weapon on board, but I don't see it happening. Also, I'd love to have some more maneuverability, but unless we throw in the XL engine, which only gives me 9.5 tons, I'll be honest, that's not nearly as much as I thought it was going to be. So that would give me my jump jets back. E-cooling moves heatsink external? Yep. That's how that works. Alright. But I do think we'll want to end up modifying this to be like that. Not quite sure we're in a position to do that just yet. I think we need to pick up a couple of more contracts to see where we're going. But I do need to make sure that the name change gets remembered, because it was bought and paid for. Moonshine. Confirm. More heatsinks? I'd love to have more heatsinks, but there's only so much room in the mech. And it does need armor. It's only behind by 13, so that's 4 heatsinks. 4 tons worth of heatsinks. At least for ridge hopping. Yeah, they're useful. I can't deny that they're useful, because they are. Settle a grudge. Maybe the Turians will actually feel the gosh darn Talos against us, so I can actually steal it. Alright, so we have Ostrock. We have Ostrock and Repair. So the Moonshine. Oh, the Ostrock only needs a single day. Let's give it its day that it needs. Tick.
I wrapped up that job. Our nest egg is just about gone.
Alright, there we go. And that will take the mission. Remove LRM and half a ton of SRM for max armor. We could do that if we wanted to keep it very, very standard Quickdraw 4G. I just want to do something a little bit out of the ordinary with it. I'm just not sure what that out of the ordinary is going to be yet. Alright, and a Griffin. So we need to put... What do you think? Get Pyro out here? I think it's not terribly set up for it. And everybody needs to learn somewhere. And we'll put Sprogue in the Royal Griffin. That way we're spreading a little bit more experience around. Can't handle most of the mods for this game, but I might give this one a try. Yeah, this is pretty similar to vanilla, just with a couple of more things to make it a little bit better. Probably see a dragon? Vanilla's good, but it does feel a little wounded. Yeah, if Rogue Tech hadn't been around, I would not be still playing vanilla. Hope I don't die. Yeah, it's your first time out in my brand new heavy. Let's see if you live or not. I'll be blunt, quick draws are not particularly survivable mechs. They were meant to be a replacement for the rifleman. That's the official lore on it. They're meant to be a replacement rifleman. They fill none of the roles of the rifleman, but they're there to replace it. Is my pilot still sad? Possibly. I don't think so, actually. No, it's been like 2 months, so you should be fine. Never played tabletop, so I don't have much to compare it to. Luckily, I enjoy vanilla enough. There's just so much more to do, though. I don't know. I was a little disappointed with the way that I felt we hit the edges of what was possible in this mod. I'm gonna cut you. They fill one role. They're really good at losing all of their weapons. Yeah, that they do. They become sticks quite easily. BattleTech was a little rough last I tried out VTOLs and larger lances renew. Yeah, they're going to be adding vehicle, player controllable vehicles in an upcoming patch as well.
It doesn't matter.
Oh good, we're already within drop range of the people. 45 tonner, not interested in you. Probably a Phoenix Hawk knowing them. 55 tonner, also kind of not interested in you.
Commander?
I want a 50 tonner, I'm looking for a Talos. If you see one, give it to me. Alright, we'll rush up in here and we'll take a peek. Hey, what do you know? It's a Phoenix Hawk. Standard Phoenix Hawk, so we're just gonna lay some fire into it since I have no interest in taking you alive. Ooh, good hits though. Very good hits. Remember the Moonshine has low armor? Oh yeah, for sure. I will not forget.
I'm picking up a new set.
Hey, thank you for the info, Darius, after their missiles have hit me. God, I hate Darius.
What? No.
I used to think he was alright, and then I started playing the game more and more, and I was like, you know what? I despise Darius. Darius is just trying to get me killed. And it makes you not want to work with the man. Okay, enemy forces get to roll. 55-ton mech firing a couple of missiles towards me. Dervish, maybe? That's a decent number of missiles for a 55-tonner. Darius is stupor. Oh, yes. Yes, he is. PPC, missed by 2%. Good old late Darius. Darius needs to meet Mr. Arak. In our dreams. In our dreams. Can actually get a decent shot of the Phoenix Hawk. We'll go for it. See if we can't lay in the lasers. Ooh, 75%. Miss. 75%, so what does he do? He only hits 50. Good job there, Bubba. He's channeling his inner failure.
Okay.
Do you have a couple of LRM5s? Well, a single LRM5. Generally not a huge fan of LRMs, if I'm completely honest. I prefer direct fire attack, which is one of the reasons it took us so long to sort of get used to using artillery. Because I wanted to rush into melee combat, and that was just a bad idea. Alright, what do you got? Hey, it's a Dervish 6M. I called it. I just step up my machine gun so they fire at maximum rate. We'll give them a little smattering of fire. Darius even has his own hostile faction that can appear in missions. Yeah, I've seen the memes on that one. When the game glitches out.
Standing by.
Let's see. Sprog.
I hear.
Can you be here and accurate? That'll be the real question. Because I'm going to tell you, it's not looking like that's true. Yeah, it's looking really bad, actually. Yeah, fire.
Right.
He managed to hit 2 missiles out of everything. Sprog not opening well. Give him some credit, he's all the way back in orbit, so the reinforcements are further than they appear.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, is that the excuse that we're giving him now? Can I get a direct line of sight? I can. That'll improve my fire markedly. Still don't see who that PPC carrier is, though. Although I'm willing to bet it's nothing too serious.
Firing all weapons.
Another solid hit on the Phoenix Hawk and a structure exposed. Made him a little bit stressed. I've actually seen it happen live on BD stream. I believe it. Oof. Nailed from long range.
I'm on the clock.
Bubba, bring in the Ostrak. I know, your sensors are impaired. We're going to work with it anyway.
Let's make some bad decisions.
We're also going to sort of hide behind this mountain, and that'll keep us a little bit protected from other incoming fire. There goes his large laser. It was worth the fact that he couldn't hit most of his fire anyway.
Well, who needed salvage anyways?
I'm not sure what to think about this Royal Ostrak. The quad large laser is useful, but... like when moons don't show up in sensors. He's saving up because he wants to build and name a battle mech. So, he's getting close.
Affirmative.
He's getting awfully close. See, be more like Kyogre and nailing every single shot. More fire on our other Ostrak. Because we're rocking a lot. Or he's got latency from being up and lower.
Hey.
Nah, I cut Darius exactly 0 slack. He's trying to get me killed too much.
Going as fast as I can.
And spam.
Okay.
Not bad, Pyro, not bad. You've panicked the pilot. Good job. You're not really a fire support mech, but you are slow, so. Managed to miss us and hit friendlies. It's gonna be difficult to get across this water with the bully Ostrak. That'll be a little bit... I don't think we'll actually make it this round. Although maybe. It's a little smaller than I thought it was. And more incoming PPC from far off map. Yeah, see the little C-bill icon? It's the C with the cross through it. I was actually quite proud of myself when I made it. I'm not sure there is an internal combustion engine in this mod. I haven't seen it. At least not one that you can loot. In Rogue Tag, absolutely. They're all over the place. They just throw them at you. But in this mod, not so much. Okay, he's doing a little bit of moonwalk. Firing a medium laser, not able to connect on the Ostrock. If my bully Ostrock can't hit you, my laser one absolutely will. Sprog. Sprog God kill. Destroy. Destruction. Make it work. Not sure on ISIS. Oh, everybody's saving up to build mechs on me. My entire company is just going to be a whole bunch of meme builds, and it's going to be hilarious and potentially effective, actually. Because sometimes they work. Although, I'm going to preface this, massed medium laser builds do not work. They nerfed them in this game. Bloody, for some reason, decided that he wanted to make them weak.
Commander?
A decision I'm not sure I will forgive him for. I hate it when they decide to just randomly nerf weapons for no reason.
Reporting. Enemy contact.
What do you got? That's a Vindicator. Okay.
Target 4. Out.
And there he goes.
Go time.
We almost had 5 parts.
Destroyed.
Oh, no, we didn't. We destroyed it all. Embrace the music of the show. If I wait till Rogue stable, then I will. Well, that is your... You do have that option. The C-bills continue to add up. We'll go all small class, small lasers. I'm told, or at least from what everybody's been saying to me, the clan update is going to, 1, be this month, and 2, will break saves. So, we might not be able to do that. Not saying that I'm against, like, if you want to build that, you can. Although there is a weapon limit in this game. You're only allowed to have so many. Oh, I'm being stopped. Stopped by the water's edge. But we will not have the save, and we'll have to build up from the bottom. Medium laser spam Shadowhawks all over. Shadowhawks don't have enough hard points in order to actually do that, unfortunately.
Moving to position.
God, Shadowhawks are terrible mechs. They really are.
All right.
I know people like them, but I don't. The more I look at a Shadowhawk, the more I'm like, what is the point of this mech? Yes, he's having an official... He's making a clan expansion pack. Because apparently some people don't like the clans, which is weird to me. And so he will be adding an optional expansion to the game in order to allow you to play with the clans. I'll go for the arm. More likely to blow it off. Did we pop the arm? We popped the arm. No more PPC for you. No, it's Boyz update for this month. Oh, I see. That's what you're saying for the Conservation Galaxy map. And I don't like the clans as a political entity. However, the practice is pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't like. So yeah, same concept here. I like them having them as an enemy to fight, and I don't really see expanding the map as being a negative. So,
Quick stepping it.
depending on if we play this or Rogue Tech when that happens, that's really going to depend on most of the community where their head's at. I could go with either one. Getting nailed by those PPCs continuously. It's another Vindicator. He's just plinking away at us.
Hey.
Sprog. Sproge. I'll have you start brawling with the Durish.
Go.
They're a good enemy to fight. Big baddies from beyond. Yeah, that's a decent way to put it.
I hope you heard.
Okay.
I'm on the clock. What do you
Bubba.
want?
Apparently Bubba took a headshot. I don't recall this happening. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I have like a 12% chance to hit this, but I'm gonna give it a chance. 14.
One attitude adjustment coming
Oh,
right
he hit one. This looked like he hit one. Counterfire back on him. 30-60 plus vision. Yep. The invasion only lasts like 3 years. Yes, he did get that headshot.
I'm here.
Good job. Okay, the Moonshine is going to shift over like so.
Let's go.
One of the things I don't like the Moonshine is his weapon brackets are all over the place. And it's too hot. It's ungodly hot.
Okay.
So we'll just flood him with some more fire. Invasion of the 3050s. I only passively know the lure. Why did it only last 4 years? Because the clans are stupid. Got their butts kicked. There was a trophy fight? Yeah, pretty much.
Orders.
The clans were like, hey, if we win, we win. And if we lose, we'll stop fighting.
Engaging.
And guess what? They lost. They lost badly. Okay, crit on his all around.
Solid connection, that one.
And he's panicked. Good. Oh, that's a blackjack. That's a BJ2 with a bombast laser, or not bombast, but blazers. Binary large lasers, also more colloquially known as blazers. It's basically 2 large lasers combined, not as effective as either one. Clans play more like it's a game. Yep. They do not fight wars. They play games. Alright, I'm gonna hope that I can nail him enough to kill him. But there's no promises. Actually, Wrecker, do you have precision strike? No, you don't. Kinda wanted to give it a chance to be easy. Unfortunately, he's moving on 6. Which I punched him and hit him with a precision strike. I'm really... Oh no, it must have been on the same round. Yeah, run up here and just start pounding.
Engaging.
Okay, there goes his right torso, and that's him not unsteady.
Critical hit,
Apparently he is a
Commander.
master pilot. Holy crap. Mid one too many, so your victory doesn't count. Yep. Because you don't get to go in on the first wave if you bid poorly.
I'm here.
Alright, you're going to jump. And you're going to put more pressure on the Vindicator. Really don't need to put this much pressure on a Vindicator. I want to.
Okay. Firing everything.
Because he's missing his primary weapon anyway. So his normal heavy weapon is that PPC on the right arm, which we surgically removed. And there's the other Vindicator that's been taking pot shots at us this whole time. There's the Blackjack with the Blazers. We gotta make sure that we don't take too many hits from him. He's gonna be painful to take damage from. Guns are all warriors, not soldiers. Well, not all, but yeah. They lost and the fighting clan started to get intensive. So shit, time to catch up. Not only did we catch up, we then annihilated an entire clan. Completely destroyed the whole thing. You're being remarkably effective with the weapons. Clans seem to act like TNG Star Trek Klingons. No. They act like Worf thinks Klingons act. They do not act like Klingons. Because Klingons are not at all above being deceptive and, well, just acting exactly like Romulans would. Because the greatest honor for Klingons is victory. So if the greatest honor is victory, then there is no penalty for failure should you win. Keep that in mind. Hammer and Sal County coup tactics was surprising. I'm gonna see if I can't remove his head. We're gonna go for it.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this
Nope,
up.
didn't work. I was hoping.
Well, who needed salvage
panicked.
anyways?
What now?
I can work with panic. Temperature continues to rise. You know what? That might actually be the best idea. Just smatter with missiles. The only goal is to not set off the LRM ammunition.
Mech destroyed.
Good job there. Good job. Clans knew the right way to fight and behave and did not know how to deal with anyone who ignored their BS. Well, they started to learn. That's not fully true. They did start to learn. Took them a while, but they did try. Avenging Angel has paper armor. The Blackjack 3X is quite terrifying, actually. The amount of firepower that it brings to the table is not the sort that I want to deal with right now. So I will present my left to them, pull back a little bit for defense. And we'll start messing with the 2 a.m. And then 3059 to 3060, they sure went to the clan homeworlds and annihilated clan smoke jar. Operation Bulldog. Not only did we win, we beat the ever-loving crap out of them. I was hoping to avoid you, that's why I moved here, but clearly that was not good enough. Whew, at least the PPC didn't hit. Yeah, you actually play in Operation Bulldog during MechWarrior 3, and it is a lot of fun. More fire. Wait, are there 2 Avenging Angels? Kind of feels like that. In fact, I need the why did Smoke Jaguar get totally wrecked instead of another clan? Because Smoke Jaguar doesn't know when it's beat. Also, Smoke Jaguar is the most brutal of the clans. They basically were awful in every single way. So they was asking for it.
Waiting for orders.
Also, I think, didn't they break the truce and they went for a surprise attack that did not end up working?
Coordinates received.
Hi.
Ha!
And there he goes. I learned about it at the same time as Napoleon learned invading Russia cause complications. More Ostrog fire. Smoke was basically a Mongol horde minus any honor. Yeah, pretty much. Just not good guys in general. Very, very worthy of being killed. Because what they did, they deserved. Or what they got, they deserved anyway. What they did is not okay. Stickish than clan. Jade Falcon's not that bad, all things considered. Like, for what they do. There we go. Like, for what Jade Falcon does, they're not terrible. They're jerks, and they've got a major rod up their behinds, but they're not awful people. Clan Smoke Jaguar is awful people. And that's why nobody grieved when they died. It really tiny mix? 3 parts of that? What, of the Vindicator? Suppose that falls under the category of yawn. Oh, that's pain. See if we can't remove his ability to fight us. I mean, both of these are pain, but
I'm on the clock.
I can only remove one at a time. I need to pick and choose my battles.
All right, let's get down to it.
Strike. Go for that. Turn on the laser. Yes, I know that's going to cook me, but I kind of don't care right now. And we'll burn out that way.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Dark's exposed, so he's vulnerable now. A little bit more follow-up and knock him out. 12 health left. And me just barely not able to get that side angle that I want. I'm gonna risk it.
Moving to position.
Mainly because I can follow up pretty decently. Nope, didn't work. I was hoping just one would hit that. If one hit that arm, it would have torn off the gun. And we'd be on easy street. Another avenging. So we got 2 Avenging Angels, a Blackjack, and a Centurion. Warden Clansmen? Well, pfft. Warden Clans wanted just as much control as the Crusaders. They just wanted to feel better about themselves about it. Alright. Rekgar. Give me some of that long-range love. You're actually primarily positioned to provide. Centurion. Fire. Okay, sensors impaired. That'll help a little bit. Sprug. Sprug's going to have a little bit more difficulty supporting because he can only hit with the PER PPC from this range.
Locking in target.
And he missed entirely. Don't most clans and houses have good people, just bad policies and upper leader? Clans, not so much. Did that hit?
Taking minimal damage.
Did you just say taking minimal damage from an AC-20?
No.
Okay, so I need Kagger. Kagger, go into the mad melee. Let's cause pain, havoc, and destruction. That's why we're here. Okay, not quite what I was looking for. machine guns. That was more like what I was looking for.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
And then Pyro.
I'm here.
Start charging the Moonshine right on in. Does a surprising amount of damage once it can actually get into range.
For what it's worth.
Cosmic Circular, just evil to the core. Yeah. I see 20 for you. That's the plan. And light fire to harm the Vindicator.
Targeting. For now, strike.
Because the Avenging... Oh no, this is a full-on Vindicator. The Avenging Angel is armored with tissue paper and Weetabix.
Alright, let's get down
The other
to
one,
it.
however, actually has a decent amount of protection. Chisholm Strike. Aim for the head.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
I figured there was a chance I could get it. It's not a good chance, but a chance. They even go into citizenship for the clans, like, what was it like for the civilians? Yeah, there's plenty of lore on what it's like for the non-warrior caste. The clan system is a caste system, so you got your warriors, your techs. Underneath the techs, I want to say it's merchants, then laborers, and then a bottom under tier class. So they go into that in quite a few books, actually. There's one book series, and I talk about it all the time. So, Legend of the Jade Phoenix, which is about Aiden Pride, who is a
No target.
mech warrior in the Clan Jade Falcon, and he actually fails his trial of position. Spoilers. And you get to see the cast from a more ground level. Laborers, bondsmen, and slaves. Ow. These blazers, man. These blazers. And Sprug.
Hey.
Why am I continue to fire at the Centurion? Because the Centurion's going to punch me and I don't want him to. I would much rather he explode.
If you say so.
He's panicked, but he's not going to fall over, so he will get to move. I'll pull back. Okay, good. I was worried he was going to punch me. He feels his glorious, so he took a risk. Yeah, screw Marth.
What do you want?
Hate her so much. It's like, really? Really?
Let's make some bad decisions.
Does Broken Character have the same
at
portrait?
speed.
No. No, they do not. Lasers.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line
Wow,
this up.
bad shooting. Heroes and novels? Both. But the only war I know is from the card game. No, it doesn't.
Receiving you.
Oh, I guess they do. I suppose they do. I want to try and save him as intact as possible. Because if I can keep those blazers intact,
Engaging.
they're heavy, but I can do stuff with them. Just the way that those machine guns open him completely up is so beautiful.
Here.
Keep the moonshine coming. Gonna be in your face next round, boy.
Here we go.
Alright, nothing you can do to stop me. Oh, I'd love to shoot him. His legs are so vulnerable, it's kind of unfunny. LRM turned off? No, LRM's gonna be needed on. SRM's on the other hand can shut off.
This might hurt.
We'll take the heat risk. If you shut down from this, then you're not worthy of your name.
But that hurt.
Good, you handled it. Next round, you'll be punching. Like my MGs all you want. Duck it, duck. They're astonishingly powerful. They really are. The fact that he makes them do 3 damage per hit is just ridiculous. Still focusing the Griffin with them blazers. Through all that evasion, he's still managing to get accurate fire as well. That's probably the most dangerous thing about him.
Now.
Keep charging.
I'll try.
Just get in on there. We're going to charge him down. Beat them into little tiny pieces. Ooh, he's almost dead. He has the rugged perk, so he gets to live. The reason I fired at this Vindicator is because I was worried about shooting the back of the Quickdraw. That did not end up happening. Does Bloody Nose have any ammo that ups the machine gun damage? I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Greybeard might be able to answer that. Because Greybeard spends a lot of time with Bloody.
At full throttle.
Alright, Redgar's here. Probably kill the Centurion if we wanted. Indicator needs to die eventually. I'm saving you. I can kind of remove most of you.
Targeting force and alpha strike.
Yeah, not quite what I wanted. But close. Okay, laser towards Moonshine. Probably not, because I don't think there's any ammunition types that actually increase your damage in general. But I could be wrong on
Let's
that.
get down to it.
Precision strike. The black chick. Take his head off. Eyes up. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect.
I'm obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
Good job. Very, very good job. And Moonshine's in the melee range.
Going hand
There
to
goes his
hand.
left leg. So I'll put him on the ground. And then we'll be able to move K-Ogre to the 1R and see if he can't beat the ever-loving crap out of him.
Reporting.
Hiya, buddy. Where's the 1R? There you are. Were you trying to get away? Adorable. Okay, you missed by 0% there, K-Ogre. Hurt him in the back, but didn't punch him. Not successfully, anyway. But it has become a mad melee. Redgar's Griffin getting rained on still. Got a spray flat check. Should do a bit more damage in melee if your mech is still overheated. With TSM you can, because with TSM, oh boy, massively increases how much you can do. 70, that's way too much damage. I'd be leaving it on the table. Kill the Centurion. And there goes his
Show
arrow.
what you got.
Ain't nothing left of that. Then of course, the Griffin can fly.
Affirmative.
You can see it's the best ability in the game. TSM is triple strength mimer. So the things that make the mech move is called mimer, which is sort of an electromuscular thing. Think about mechanical muscles. So, and triple strength mimer is 3 times as powerful. However, it needs more heat in order to get all of that power out of it. So in order to use triple strength mimer, you have to have your heat at a certain threshold, which may or may not ruin your mech.
Advancing.
Mech muscles. Plastic fibers. Is it plastic? I didn't think it was plastic.
Say so.
But yeah, it is the muscles of a battle mech. Sounds pretty technical.
On the clock.
It's pretty hand wavy, but it does come up on occasion. Okay, I'm not willingly gonna shoot through your back. I'll cycle around over here to get that side angle.
Make some bad decisions.
If it's surrounding contract by electric zone, TS home is affected by heat. There used to actually be a quadruple strength mimer that the Capellans used. However, they figured out that there is a type of gas that you can spray that basically renders it totally inert. So that was not used for very long. It's signed. No, unobtained.
Well,
Yep.
needed salvage anyways.
Right here.
More punching. Gonna punch this one. We might be able to panic the R pilot.
I'm there.
You gonna bail? You gonna? There you go.
Awaiting orders.
And now I'm gonna get behind you if I can. I can't. I'm gonna punch you in the side.
On my way.
And maybe you'll decide that fighting is no longer for you.
Full attack.
Solid hits, but not penetrating like I wanted. Trying to build distance? No, you're gonna keep trying to kill Redgar. Oh no, that's not Redgar, that's Sprog. Okay, I understand this. Yes, this is 3062.
I'm
So
here.
normally we play Rogue Tech, but Rogue Tech was needing more time to be stable. So we started a campaign of this. We'll be playing it till at least April-ish. And then afterwards we'll see sort of what the community is craving more.
Reporting critical hit.
But hey, Checo, welcome to the stream.
I'm here.
I'll get a Royal Griffin in here just to ruin his day. Ah, screw it. We'll stay on this side. We'll be the most efficient for him, anyway, at causing damage. Because he's going to spread the damage all over his mech.
Firing alpha strike.
Please try not to shoot the Ostrock.
Yes, Commander.
Kegger, you can do the honors. You've been trying to kill this guy for the past several rounds.
Move order confirmed.
Boot. And now machine guns. Zap.
Go time.
Using the power of telepathy, he rips it apart.
Destroy.
And Dirty Cabela's lost? Sometime this month? Yeah. Bloody is pretty adamant that it's going to be sometime this month, so that's pretty interesting. And we'll have to see what the community wants. Because if the community wants more of this, we will play more of this. If the community wants Rogue Tech again, we'll go back to Rogue Tech. But it's Patreons. Only got the final beta yesterday. Oh, cool. A little more relaxed. Yeah, that is true. It's not as intense. Although you also don't have nearly as many options, which is kind of sad. The ability to drive friendly tanks. Oh, no damage. 0 damage at all. Binary lasers right there. Could try and go in for the blackjack, just run the risk of it. Kind of tempted to do that. I'll give it a shot. The binary laser is not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the equipment that he's got on board. Because he has double heat sinks. And those are so gosh darn rare in this mod that it's kind of unfunny. By kind of unfunny, I mean it's really unfunny. Go all 3 points. That didn't work out. Sadly, it was not to be. But we tried. Also, a whole fully equipped mechs from the being built is a big thing. Yeah, it lowers the difficulty threshold considerably. And oh, thank you, Orlando has cheered 162 bits. Such is the Merc life, indeed. So let's get a little love for the cheering of the bits. After all, it's such a rare occasion that we may as well give all the love to the people who share. You do have 2 parts of another blackjack? I don't think so. And if I do, I probably sold them, I think. Because I was uninterested in, you know, more blackjacks. In fact, yes, I did have blackjack parts and I sold them. I remember what I was doing before the stream. Yeah, they've been sold. Got a couple of silver bullet urban mechs. I didn't think I'd see that binary laser one again. I was like, there's no point. Do you have 2 parts, not the same? Yeah, we used to. I did have them, and then I sold them, so. You're going to need a modification eventually. We got 22 days before the end of the month, although Darius keeps telling me the pilots have leveled up, so let's go see their level ups. Bubba is ready for his recoil penalty, which is kind of useless to him right now since this entire company can't seem to find anything that's ballistic-oriented. I'll give you guts. Get you towards another heat threshold, because I think it's another heat threshold. Red Reaper all over again. Could make a silver bullet gas mech. I don't have the tonnage nor the hard points for it. But yeah, eventually that'd be something that'd be interesting to do.
Yes, Commander.
Orders.
Kyoger, you have another level of tactics, which puts you up to -2 in red fire penalty that you're not going to use. Because tactics in this mod is kind of pointless.
What now?
Sorry, but it is. It is very much useless. Pyro, what did you want in terms of what's your next specialty to be?
Orders.
Quickdraw has actually managed to level himself up. Not quite. We'll let him know that he leveled up next time. Talik is fine, and Rekgar is golden. Rekgar would get 2 health. Would keep Rekgar alive, which is quite helpful.
Training confirmed.
But I'm going to keep risking it. Go for gunnery. Alrighty, where's Pyro Knight?
I'm here.
Zaboli sticks are with you.
Training complete.
So multi-target and bulwark, and a tier 4 pilot across the board, so not bad. This is Tarek writing the line of bankruptcy every month. That's why you never claim with the companies you did. It's fun to write close to bankruptcy. If you have all the money in the world, then what's the point? Where's the challenge? You always want to know that you're just this side of not being able to make the month payment. See, they got a Centurion to the market, a Firestarter, a Hellspawn. Oh, I wish I could get a Hellspawn. Is this the good one? It's one of the good ones. No, it's not. It's got LRMs. The good one says MRMs. Because Hellspawns were originally designed to be an MRM mech. As sort of a testbed. Do the same thing. And a Thanatos. I don't think I will have another Thanatos for a good long while. Mainly because the last Thanatos we had became such an important testbed for everything else that we did. There is an arrow currently sitting in the market that I could get. And I'm resisting the temptation, but I might end up doing it eventually. Because I have the ammunition to go with it. And it'll be very, very powerful. Stability gyro. Hand X75. Fortunately, I can't mount that on you. Oh, hey, double heatsink kits. 2 of them. Well now, we're going to have to find 3.6 million seagulls. Because double heatsink kits are super useful. Hi. Goodbye. Goodbye. 60, no thank you. I have double heatsinks to get. Got a lot of Vindicator parts. I like Vindicators, don't get me wrong, but I need many, many seagulls. There are you. Save for the Hatchman, because the Hatchmen are important. Save for the Talus, because I like the Talus. Also get rid of a Crab, get rid of a Centurion, because I have no love of Centurions. We have not seen a Bombard, which means now we're going to see a whole bunch of Bombards. Kintaro part needs to be saved. Thunderbolt needs to be saved. Roughneck needs to be saved. Needs to be saved. Too many parts to get rid of. Needs to be saved. I have no interest in a Kintaro. I've had them before. And I have no real interest in a Black Knight either. But that won't get me where I want to go anyway. So let's go grab a double heatsink kit. Sproke's not going to be happy with me. Well, Sproke can suck it. Because double heatsink kit is more important. So, where is it? Bye. That's one. We're going to have to get the other one before we leave here. Because that is just a huge pickup in capability. Let's see. Do you have a double heatsink kit? You don't, because you don't need one. You could use one. Really could. Although, one of the Hunchbacks could definitely use them. The amount of tonnage that we would save by doing that would be gigantic. But if we refitted the Moonshine with it... Let's go test something out. Just a test. Show me my double heatsink kit. Rip out the heatsinks because they are no longer compatible with this mech. There we go. So that gives me 3 tons. My heat efficiency has skyrocketed to 60, which is quite nice. We'll pull out this and the medium lasers. Pull them all free because the goal would then be weapons, energy, snubs. Go to Paris known as PPCs. It puts my efficiency at a 60 for 70. So we come in with our E-cooling too. That puts me at 72 for 60. Or 72 for 70. 5 jump jets. And 2 more tons of armor. Get yourselves up to 80 there. 90 there. 100 and something here. Oh, not quite. Up from 105. We could do something like that. Gives us a little bit more armor. I think it actually removes some of our firepower. Well, not really. We were doing 80 damage in total with the lasers and then the missiles or something else. Now we're doing 130. So, do you have any ferrofibrous armor? I think we do. Yes. Oh, that'll give us another ton, which we will continue to channel into armor. Because I want this thing to actually live. The legs are incredibly spindly right now. 5. 105, 105, 162.
All MechWarriors to the habitation ring for a mandatory hygiene check. Repeat, all MechWarriors to the habitation ring.
10. 110. And it's not solvable. Must be a variant. Yeah, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would be so much more fun. Not going to give him a gyro melee. He doesn't need it. He doesn't really need any of these rest of the things. So this would give him a metric ton more armor. It would give him heat neutrality, and it would give him more pinpoint firepower, which is always pretty useful. Also, he's got +3 Lance Resolve gain. That's really good, actually. Huh, I didn't know that. This will take us 8 days and a little bit more than $250,000. I don't think the melee gyro is the way to go on him. Mainly because he's not going to find himself in melee all that often. So he has no support hardpoint, so I can't really make him a good punch bot. He's a great layout. So this one will give us melee accuracy, melee defense, and a little bit of melee reduction. Mini Cyclops? I don't know of a Cyclops that has PPCs. Although I could be wrong. Melee gyro mouse struck? Exactly, that's my thought, Kyogre. Stay at short range with him? Yeah, but he's not punching is my point. So he's not going to be at point blank range. So I want to give Kyogre's Ostrock it. Now, Kyogre's Ostrock is less powerful in melee than the Moonshine because Kyogre does not have the lower arms and hands for the maximum capability for whatever reason. But he is better equipped in terms of support hardpoints to do it because he can massive blast. Don't let melee be at short range. Yes. I think nothing but machine guns would be formidable. If you have enough support hardpoints, yes, it would be. Unfortunately, this doesn't. If I had... This maintains the jump jets, which is pretty interesting. Could pull them out, that would free up so much weight. It'd be 5 tons worth of weight back. His legs are rather skinny, which does make me somewhat worried, but 5 tons of weight could give me a Guardian ECM kit. No. Moonshine would be a good backstabber? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping to make it work. Can't move the hands off the Quickdraw to the Ostrock. So for some reason that we don't know, the Ostrock should have hands. It has hands in the TRO. Although I think the specific variant is lacking the hands in the TRO, which I assume must be a misprint. But no, it can't accept the hands at all. Moonshine can't jump behind a backstab? Why not? Ridge hopping shotgun and slug hitting, sort of? Yeah, that's kind of my goal. We're gonna make him a... I've used a mech very similar to this before. Way back. I think it was Starburst campaign, or it might have been Ripper. And in that campaign, I had a Bushwhacker that was very similar to this in terms of what his main armament was. It was basically a heavy PPC hypermobility loadout. Lasted for a good while. Did a good job. Yes, he's gonna be very jumpy. It'll be interesting. Hopefully I can keep it intact. I like a bit more pinpoint for a backstabber. I mean, it has about as much pinpoint as you can get. It's packing 2 snubs. So it doesn't spread the damage out much at all. In terms of just raw damage, it's a quick draw. There's a certain limit to how much I can actually cram into it. Alright, Machine Gun Ostrock, you're going to get your gyro that I've been promising you for the past long while. +1 defense automatically, plus the gyro. Oh, narrow profile apparently counts as a gyro? I suppose. It makes a certain amount of sense, actually. Damn. That's a shame. Alright, in that case, we will give the quick draw. We will absolutely give the quick draw this. Have a double barrel of 2 PPCs. Yep. Let's see. So the armor change happened already, which is rather surprising, actually. Alright, so you do get the melee gyro, since looks like you don't have to worry about it. Looks like you can actually take it. E-cooling +2. And the double heatsink kit. And the Pharaoh. Oh. Here we go. Gives just enough room for the twin snubs. And we actually have a whole bunch more snubs. So if need be, we can make other things work.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
That's not a normal quick draw, I don't think, but it certainly is going to be interesting. Sadly, we're still not running into a rifleman, which is kind of sad. Our Blackjack 3X is ready to go, although he's still missing his heatsink kit now, which is kind of sad because it was quite useful. All right, our pilots are good. We need to make another 1.8 million Seabills in order to buy another double heatsink kit, which we do want. Rocket punch. That's one way to look at it, yeah. So that'll be 8 days. We'll have to leave him off the docket for now. All right, so folks, I think we've had a pretty successful stream so far. So we managed to play through the entire Tournament of Champions. By the way, if you haven't hit that follow button yet and you are new here, do hit it now. You do want to receive notifications every single time that we go live, don't you? Also, check down below. You'll notice several urban mechs, much like the one on my t-shirt. They will take you to various places in our community, including our Discord, where you can chat, hang out, and have a good time with folks, as well as the YouTube, where you can find all the VODs for all the stuff that we've been doing here today. And we'd love to have you as part of our community. So, if you're willing to, hit that follow button. If not, well, more power to you. We stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we play BattleTech Advanced 3062, and on Fridays, lately, we've been playing Mech HQ, Mega Mech, which is basically literal tabletop, the original classic BattleTech, with hexes and all, except done on the computer, which is pretty fun. Very, very deep is the way I would describe it. We have our Striking Serpents company, currently fighting in the middle of the Andurian crisis, which is when the Duchy of Andurian attempted to break away from House Marik and carve out its own little empire against House Lao, and came this close to success. We'll see whether or not we can affect the events as things continue on. So, for the YouTube people, we're going to say goodbye now. So, thank you very much, folks, over on YouTube for watching. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every single time I list one of these videos. Press this little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.